Well, the train wreck is back, and we got into some of these couples from Married at First Sight from a therapist perspective because are people giving up too soon? Are they a match on paper but not in real life? Today we're only into one couple, and that couple is Michelle and David, y'all. Okay, now the weddings are done finally. Okay, because y'all know Lifetime is going to drag this little sucker out because it's their cash cow. Now, looking at the wedding from now. Okay, Married at First Sight has a history of matching people based upon what they look like on paper. Okay, and David and Michelle are a couple to me that on paper, they probably look good. But when they stand up there next to each other, all I see is the bun. Okay, I can't see past that. And so they go through the wedding and we learn a little bit about David. Okay, now let's look at it on paper first. David is a man living with his parents. He's been living there for quite some time. He smokes. He works, I believe, the graveyard shift. He's a little bit more direct, a little bit more, I think, rambunctious in the way he speaks at times. He cusses a lot. He comes from a very much family-orientated place, okay? Family is the forefront of his life, so he's living at home. He still has those relationships and connection with his family that not everyone has, okay? You have to also, I want you to keep in mind the cultural aspects of different cultures who live at home until they get married or until they find a partner that they want to build a life with, okay? That's him on paper. Now, on the other side, we have Michelle, who's independent, lives on her own. We must talk about the difference in cultures. She's from a white background. He is more from, is he Latino or is he Puerto Rican? I can't exactly remember, okay? But let me know in the comments. On paper, to me, I'm still seeing the difference. I'm not seeing the connection. You know, Pastor Cal and these Dr. Pepper, the experts, is the other girl in there? I know she's having a baby, okay? But the experts on paper think that these two are a match. I'm not seeing it, okay? And so we get to the wedding, and if on your wedding day, you see the person, y'all say I do, and then what happens afterwards? He lays it on her. And I think he's trying to be open, but also, this is what it is, girl. I've had relationships in the past where maybe I wasn't so open. Maybe I didn't tell him what it was in the beginning. I want to let you know because, yes, we got married, but now comes the dating part. Okay? Now comes to getting to know me. And I want you to know me up front. So if this ain't for you, we don't have to waste each other's time. Okay? So find out that he smokes. You smoke? Really? He lives at home. Okay? And she just could not. Once the living at home part came up, mentally, it was a wrap. Okay? Now I want to know from you guys, do you think it was too quick, too soon to give out that information? Okay? Should he have waited a little bit? Or was it to his prerogative, hey, this is what it is. This is my situation. Okay? So they're having a good time at the reception, and it really hits her. It wasn't the cigarettes. It was more of the living at home. Let's talk about that for a second. People living at home with their parents and dating. Okay, what economy are we living in right now? A recession. Even no one's saying it, but we are the vibe is a recession. Okay, it's giving recession vibes. Okay, so he's living at home. And he says it's to save money. He's lived at a bar, but he lives in his parents' basement, similar to Nick from Love is Blind. Living in the basement, has his own space, his own entrance. For the most part, no interaction with his family unless he chooses to. And so she can't get over that. So much so that she goes into the bathroom and has a meltdown. Now, some of it, I want to give her a little bit more grace and compassion because not only did you get married at first sight, probably about an hour ago, you found out his name, his last name, what he looks like, his lifestyle, and that he lives at home. In front of cameras, everything is happening for the first time. Okay, so let's give her a little bit of a break. Let's give her a little bit of a break, okay? She tried to pull herself together in that bathroom. He's like, where my wife at? He having a good time so quickly. The bun came down, the hair is, hairing. Okay, he having a good old time, me and the family, friends, and she's in the bathroom crying. Now, do you guys think that it was the overwhelming of everything, her feeling overwhelmed? Do you think she nitpicked too much about the living at home situation? Because nowadays, a lot of people live at home for various reasons: to save money, because you're a caregiver, you fell on hard times, maybe your parents fell on hard times financially, maybe you're just trying to figure it out. And rent is high. Okay, rent is high. Mortgages are high. Houses are high. People are house poor. You can have a house and still be poor. Let me say that again. You can have a house and be house poor, not being able to afford it. But to the outside, oh, you're a homeowner. You live in that nice house, but then bills are piling up. You try to hide that car so they won't repossess it. Okay? So instead of maybe putting himself in a situation that, what's the point? My mama loved me. My daddy loved me. We all living together separately. It's pretty much to me like an ADU situation. You got the front house and we convert this other space into a living space. And so she just is trying to pull herself together. But to me, in this situation, we got married at first sight and now we're dating. The reverse. And I hear and see her hesitancy because it's all too much too quickly. And in these situations where somebody already has I'm nervous about this. Do I really want to do it? I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump. Okay. And then when you jump, oh, I see I can still go up that cliff. Do I really want to go back up there? Let me see how I can get back up there. Because now that I'm down here, he living at home. I can't be with nobody who live at home. Now, what is to me the stigma about living at home? Was it attached to? Laziness, broke, you ain't got nothing going on. Okay, those are the things, the rhetoric we hear. You're not independent. You can't do nothing for me living at your mama house. Okay, but you have to think we are in different times now. Okay, maybe 15 years ago, if a man was living at his house, the rhetoric is still the same, but I think back then it was more you not nothing living at home. I think we have changed and the rhetoric has changed and evolved because so many people are living at home because they have to, because of different reasons. And we don't talk enough about us being in that sandwich generation of now. Our parents are getting older, they're getting sick. Maybe they weren't able to save for Social Security, retirement. And so for various reasons, people have gone back and lived at home. I have lived back at home at one point in my life. When I was in grad school, I had to move back. It was 2008. I lost my job and I was living in Ventura County and my family was living in LA. And so when that recession hit, they say, oh, we don't need you no more, girl. What? Y'all don't need me? What am I going to do? I still have one more semester of school left. I was in my BA. And so I had to move back to LA. And my life completely changed, y'all. Okay, imagine if I didn't move back to LA. Where would I be right now? But I had to move back. And so for that last semester of school, I drove an hour and a half to school, probably 4 days a week, so I could finish my degree. And so many people are now living in an era, probably post-pandemic, where they had to move home. People are being laid off. And though that is not his situation, he has done it by choice, the stigma of it. Okay. And so we get past the weddings. Okay. And we approach the honeymoon. Okay. It's supposed to be joy, laughter, sleeping together. Okay. Skin to skin contact, making that intimate connection. But no, Michelle's like, that's a turnoff. You living at home, your mama taking care of you. And even when you see them around the other couples, mostly everybody is pretty much like sitting close to each other, maybe not hugged up on each other like that one couple. We don't get to them in another video, but not so much hugged up like that, but there's at least physical connection and contact. And she's like over here. But I think that there could have been ways of communicating, which she is communicating, but is it effective? Because there's a way of communicating with your partner and not being effective. Her communication to me is a style of criticism. She's a very critical communicator. And I think in some ways it's I'm here and you're here because you live at home. And because of that, and because I'm hesitant, because I'm an overthinker, because I kind of want out of this, okay, I'm going to put you down and make you feel bad. I say I'm open, but my words, repeat, that communication style is critical. And I'm going to continue to project my own insecurities, my own concerns, my own, do I really want to do this? Onto you. Even though you have not shown me outside of these facts about you, you have not shown me thus far in these first 4 episodes that you are deserving of that kind of treatment. But it was, you live at home and your mama must take care of you. Now, I'm not getting that so far. I got that he live at home and the cultural aspects. Most Latino families, different cultures, you live at home until you get married. And are you there being taken care of by your parents? Are they washing your clothes? Some of y'all maybe, but not everybody. Some of it's just about cultural things and finances. And he lived in a bar at one point, which I'm still curious a little bit more about that. But sometimes it's about saving money for whatever it is I want to save. It doesn't make sense to maybe live on your own when your parents have an ADU, they have an extra space. And you just really want to be connected to your parents and still have that relationship. Now, I think throughout this season, we're going to see the continuance of producers trying to convince her to stay, make it work. And it's going to be this same little pattern over and over. And we're going to get about 65 episodes. Okay. Now I want to know, do you think we're going to get to a point where she just calls it quits and walks out? Or will it be what we have seen in previous seasons? Like, okay, we get Michelle that you don't like him. Production, can we get a mic over here and a camera while we have this private conversation? What's going on? Give it a try. Give it a chance. Maybe take a couple days to yourself. Y'all know that. Leave the apartment. Go to your own, your own place, and then come back when you have some clarity. And we have some cameras and a mic. We've seen that over and over again. But I think we have to think about people's communication styles, lifestyles, where they are currently, and does that match? Because they are not a match. Okay? Over and over again, we've seen these first 4 episodes. It ain't gonna work, y'all. All right? But let me know your thoughts. What is your communication style in your relationship? Do you think that from the get-go she's been checked out? Is there still room to check in? Or is she just going to be one of them ones who get pushed by production? Keep it going, girl. We almost to the end. What you need from us? Oh, a mic? Yeah, we got a mic. What else you need? Oh, a camera in your face? Yeah, we got that. Oh, you need time to yourself? As long as we can bring a camera, it's all good, right? But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about this couple in these first 4 episodes? Now, I'm going to roll it out with another one. Okay? We're going to do all these couples. But let me know your thoughts because, of course, as a therapist, I will get into it. Now, make sure y'all do all the do's. And let me know in the comments your thoughts. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.